At the time of this video going up, I'm actually in Melbourne, which is why this one might be looking a little barren. It's not because I didn't use it, it's just because it's currently Monday. Hello again, team. It's Jess or JashiiCorrin, and welcome back for another Plan With Me video. As I mentioned in the intro, it's currently Monday the 6th of January for me, which is why this one is looking a little bit barren. My expectation at this stage is that I am going to enjoy using this weekly. I have so far, even though, as you can see, I've only done a couple of things. It is fairly similar to the layout that I used last week, which has the leisure box, successes, challenges, and tensions, my trackers, all that kind of stuff. The only real difference between last week and this week is the number of spaces down the side here. So, because last week went well, I expect this one will too. Of course, for week 3, things are going to be a little bit different. I'll be in Melbourne for pretty much all of it. So I am going to be changing up this layout a little bit. Before we jump into it though, as per usual, just a reminder that any of the equipment I use in today's setup is linked in the description box below. Just before I get into my regular commentary for my Plan With Me's, I do know that I am a day early here, but this is the closest video I'm gonna have to the 10th, so I'd just like to say a big shout out happy birthday to Morgan. I hope you have a super great birthday and that you get spoiled and there's cake and all of that good stuff. My mum's birthday is coming up on the 12th of January as well. So although I'll likely have something about that in my vlog, I'd just like to say happy birthday to my mum as well. For anybody who's interested, my birthday is 9 months after my mum's birthday. Interesting numerical fact there. And moving right along. Before I get into answering the questions that were left on last week's Plan With Me, I wanted to take a little moment to talk about mistakes. Now, if you didn't already notice, I've already made one mistake on this Plan With Me, and here I go making another. Mistakes happen, we're human, it's part of life. But I know that especially around this time of year, with so many people being new to bullet journaling and wanting everything to be perfect, wanting to make sure that your spreads and layouts are pristine, there can be a lot of stress involved with making mistakes in your journal. Just in case anybody needed the reminder, I wanted to let you know that it is okay to muck things up. If you're new to my channel, or maybe if you forgot, I make a lot of mistakes in my journal. Whether that be things like spelling things wrong, or overextending a line, or in this case, using the wrong pens and then colouring in the wrong section. It's okay. We can rebuild. We have the technology. One of the first videos that I made for this channel was a way to fix your mistakes, or at least hide them. As much as I'd love to recommend you go and check that one out, the audio quality is terrible and I sound like a nervous wreck, so I'm not going to do that. Some general tips though, you can do what I'm doing here, which is using a white gel pen to go over my mistake. You could cover it with washi tape, you could cover it with a sticker, you could just embrace the mistake and let it be, or maybe even incorporate it into your spread in some way. Or one of my favourite ones is to take a piece of paper from the back of my journal, cut it to size, and put it over the mistake. Hopefully that was helpful for some of you, and now on to the questions that were actually left on last week's video. Obviously I'm not going to be able to get through all of them, but the rest I will be talking about in next week's Plan With Me. For our first question, Jennifer asked, when are you and Vogel getting married? What kind of wedding will you have? Well, Jennifer, that is a great question. I have absolutely no idea. We haven't really gotten to a stage of deciding what we want to go with. And Pinterest certainly isn't being helpful. It's just making me want all the things. Personally, I really wanted to have our wedding on April 25th because it's the perfect date. But at the same time, that's Anzac Day here in New Zealand, so pretty much everywhere is closed. Our next question came from Daphne, who asked, I was wondering if you were going to be buying Cindy's lettering book when it comes out. At the moment I'm undecided on that one because I don't know if I'd actually use it, but I would really like to buy it so that I can support her in her work. For the other questions that were left on last week's Plan With Me, please don't think I didn't see them, I for sure did, but I'll be answering those ones in next week's Plan With Me. Alrighty, so we have a space for each day of the week in terms of my events. We have my running task list, my mini trackers, with their patch-up job, which seems to be going pretty well. It might be hard to see on camera, but it is still a little bit patchy. We have my leisure section here and my packing list. Next week's plan with me is also going to be done in advance. In fact, I'm going to do it right after filming this one. But if you have any questions for the plan with me that'll go up the week after, please do leave them in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, team. If you liked today's video, please do make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you wanted to see more from me, feel free to go check out one of my other videos. Until next time, bye!